Arsharae, and I'm back with another video. First, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Why? Because you don't want to miss a freaking video that I put out. Now, I know y'all hear it. My voice is going in and out, but I'm dedicated, okay? So I'm gonna try to get this out before my voice goes completely out. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. So let's just get into this. This is Growing Up Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 9. This episode starts out, Briana and Egypt are sitting in a nail salon and they're talking about the engagement, and then they talk about her 21st birthday party, and Briana tells her that she and TeeTee made up, and I was like, y'all really made up? I thought y'all was like just doing this in cahoots to try to break up Sam and Egypt. But if they made up, they made up. I'm here for it. Like, if you're friends with someone and you wanna make up with them, go ahead and be friends with them like that. I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for black women, like, embracing each other and not fighting with each other and loving each other. So hey, go for it. So Egypt asked her how she would feel if Eric came to her birthday party, and she says that she doesn't have a problem with anyone. Briana said, listen, I ain't beefing with nobody, okay? I ain't trying to have no problems with nobody. I'm just trying to live my life, and that's that. Like, Briana is not with it. Briana's like, I'm turning over a new leaf. I don't got no issues with nobody. So they hash out why they don't hang out anymore. They're basically like, they don't hang out. They're not as close as they used to be or whatever. And they talk about that. And then Egypt says that Sam doesn't want thing, and Briana just says that she doesn't want Egypt to be blindsided by Sam. She does not want Egypt to be blindsided by Sam. And Egypt is basically like, girl, if you're gonna be my friend, you have to accept my man. And I'm like, okay, Egypt. And she say, if you gonna rock with me, you gotta rock with my boo too. And Briana was like, no, okay. I can separate the two. I do not have to be friends with your man to be friends with you, okay? But eventually, Briana, you're gonna have to accept Sam, because if you want to be friends with Egypt, that's her man. She said she's gonna marry him, so you gotta deal with him. You don't gotta be friends with him. Y'all ain't gotta be besties, but you gotta tolerate him, okay? Angela is speaking at an event. It's called Pressure Makes Diamonds, and she talks about some things that I honestly didn't know that Angela went through. She talks about being abused. She talks about healing, and she basically, comes out and says that she was physically, mentally, emotionally abused. And I'm just like, wow, like, I did not know that about Angela. I did not know that those things happened to her. So that's crazy. But the event was nice, and she was kind of like a keynote speaker at the event, and she kind of like talked about the things that she went through. And I just like that they showed that part of Angela's life, not as a way to be nosy or know her business, but as a way to show kids or show people in general that even celebrities go through things, okay? And that their life is not just all perfect and peaches and cream. It's not. TeeTee and Tyran are talking, and she says that she wants to talk to Pep. They're at I think the hotel where they're gonna have Egypt's party. So Pep comes over and they talk about and TeeTee starts to talk about how she didn't want to come to Vegas, and she started to listen the issues as to why she didn't want to come to Vegas. She said she had an issue with Sam. She had an issue with them saying that, with Egypt feeling like she was in love with Sam, and she had an issue with Pep co-signing that TeeTee was in love with Sam. And she basically feels like, they all just like are lying on her. And Pep was like, I don't know how to feel about this, but Pep was just like, well, do you? And I'm like, oh my God, Pep. Like, this girl is trying to tell you that that's not true, and she's trying to tell you about her feelings and how she feels. And TeeTee just ends up walking away. TeeTee's like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this foolishness. Like, I'm not. And she just ends up walking away from the situation. Pep, you know, she of course is annoyed with the situation, and she just says that she doesn't want to talk about it. She wants to enjoy her baby's 21st birthday. That's all she cares about is Egypt's 21st birthday. That's it. So everyone starts showing up to the party, you know, and Vanessa goes looking for TeeTee, and y'all, why is TeeTee crying? I get that this is hard, this is emotional, I get that, but why are you crying? If this is so not true, why are you so upset about it? What's going on? Like, why are you giving this much energy? I mean, yeah, I know it hurts that you feel like your family, you know, isn't on your side or doesn't have your back. But why do you not, why are you crying about it? Like, you're a whole adult. You're not a child. So she's upset that they believe that she loves Sam, that she wants Sam, and she feels like her family is not protecting her. And I'm just like, I get that she's upset, but why is everybody babying her? Like, I don't know. Like, people can agree with me, people can disagree with me, but I'm just like, this is not the place or time to have this conversation. And then the fact that she is just doing all of this at this girl's party, and she's trying to enjoy herself, and they're doing her like this. I mean, that TeeTee's acting like this at the party. I just think that is like, that's crazy. So Egypt finally arrives to her party. She's late to her own party. Jojo Jojo always come with the jokes. Jojo reminds me of my brother. My brother Tay, the one that's under me. And y'all need to go check out his channel. I'll link it up below. I mean, not below, above. I'll put the link to his channel. Like, y'all go check him out, subscribe to him. You know, he raps. He's a rapper, and I don't know if he does skits. I should know. He's my brother, but he mostly raps. He's a rapper, so that's what he, you know, he does open mics and stuff. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But JoJo reminds me of him, always joking around and stuff. And he tells Egypt that she looks like one of his daughter's dolls. And I'm like, really? Really, JoJo? But JoJo always coming with the jokes. Sam asks Boogie about Ava and Dame, and he basically gives him the rundown about what's going on with that. And he just basically says that he hopes that they work it out, and I hope they work it out too. But I don't know. I think that's just like a touchy subject, and it's a hard subject. Angela is out with some friends, and she talks to them about being abused and how she was abused in more than one way. And she said that her therapist actually helped her with those things. And then they're talking, and she was like, you know what? I think Romeo needs a therapist. And I was like, it's possible. I think we all need therapists. I think I need a therapist. I think I need someone to talk to. And I want someone to talk to who I know can't dish out my business. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk to a therapist, they can't really tell other people what you talk about. They're not supposed to legally. So I think, like, confiding in a friend is fine, but it's not guaranteed that that friend is not gonna go and tell someone else your business. It's not guaranteed. So a therapist is kind of guaranteed they're not gonna go tell your business. And So they were basically talking, and she was saying how Romeo unfollowed her and this, that, and the other, and he didn't like what she was posting on Facebook and blah 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 blah. I mean, not Facebook, Instagram, and blah 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 blah. And they basically was like, so if you see him on the street, she was like, I don't know him. Sorry to this man. Like, basically the Kiki thing where she was like, sorry to this man, I don't know him, I have no idea who he is. That's basically what Angela said that she was going to say if she ever saw Romeo in passing. She gets a call from someone, and that call tells her that her grandmother is basically dying slowly. And I'm like, dang, man, this girl cannot catch a break. Last episode, her baby was asking her about his father and whether he was dead. And this episode, she finds out that her grandma is dying. Crazy. Briana shows up to the engagement party, and she is the only one that's happy about it. By that I mean Egypt. Egypt is the only person that is happy to see Briana right now when she first comes in. I mean, of course she's cool with TeeTee. But right now, nobody's happy to see Briana. Nobody is glad that Briana is there. Briana goes to speak with Eric and his wife, and to me, Briana was being cordial. But they had their little catty moment. But what I don't like about that whole situation is that when Briana was there, she didn't say anything to Briana. But then when Briana left, then she had so much to say. I don't like that. If you have something to say about me, or if you have something to say about someone, you say it in their face while they're there. Or you have an issue, you don't wait until they leave, and then all of a sudden you you got something to say. Like, I don't like that. Egypt is taking shot after shot after shot, and Egypt is getting torn up, okay? Now, everyone's looking for TeeTee. Where's TeeTee? Briana finds TeeTee outside, and they are talking about this whole situation about TeeTee loving Sam and blah 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 blah. And she asked them, do they think that she should go and talk to Sam and Pep and Egypt about the situation? And the Peanut Gallery agrees that she should go talk to Sam and Egypt about this at Egypt's 21st birthday party. Like, come on, guys. Like, seriously? At her birthday party? We're gonna have this conversation at her birthday party. She can't even enjoy one night, her 21st birthday. Like, one of the milestone birthdays. You guys are not gonna let her enjoy it. You're gonna ruin it by telling TeeTee, my voice is going out again, that she should confront Sam. Sam says he will not entertain TeeTee tonight. He said he's not talking to TeeTee. He don't want no parts of it. He ends up walking away, and Pep walks away with him, and she asks him what's going on, and they go to a room. TeeTee tries to go back there. They say they don't want to talk to her. They close the door on her and lock the door. Now, I did find it odd that Egypt, not Pep and Sam, were locked in the room, but there were other people in there. There was a producer, and TeeTee tried to make a big scene about that. Why are they locked in there together? And da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, TeeTee, you doing too much right now. You are doing too much. And Sam says he feels like that TeeTee is basically trying to upstage Egypt at her own party. Egypt tries to defuse the situation, but TeeTee wants no parts of it. TeeTee tells her that she's sick of all of it, that she basically feels betrayed by all of them, and Egypt is all but begging TeeTee to stay, and TeeTee still leaves. So I'm like, bye, let it go. And so they're outside talking about the situation, And JoJo asks her what's going on, and she tells him what's going on. And JoJo ain't buying it either that TeeTee is in love with Sam. I don't think nobody believes that TeeTee is in love with Sam, except for Egypt, Sam, and maybe Pep. But I don't think Pep really believes it either. I don't know, but I think they're all working together to give TeeTee a storyline. Because what else has TeeTee been talking about all season? Nothing. Nothing but Egypt, Sam, and this engagement. That's it. But anyways, so she basically throws a fit and says that she's leaving. She wants them to take the cameras off of her. She don't care who has to cut the scene. She's done. And so that's how that ends. Angela is leaving from where she is with her friends, and she receives a call from Bow Wow, and she basically tell Bow Wow what's going on or whatever. They have a little short conversation, whatever, and he's like, well, I'm coming to LA, so if you want to meet up, we can meet up or whatever. And she says she'll like that, and she's glad that she has a friend in Bow, and she's glad that she has a friend like Bow. So I'm like, is it more than just friendship? Y'all know they used to date. So are y'all trying to rekindle something, or is it strictly just friendship for real? That's what I want to know. But I'm not gonna be messy. Egypt confronts her brother about the TeeTee comment. Okay, so basically this is what happened. This is what happened. Okay, Egypt says that it's not just that everybody thinks that Sam is in love with Egypt. Egypt said that TeeTee made the comment that about Sam's bank account, and that his bank account was negative $400 or something like that. So Egypt said that she feels like TeeTee making that comment was wrong, and she doesn't understand why everybody doesn't like Sam just because they think he's broke. And her brother said it's not about the money, it's about Sam being disrespectful, and the things that comes out of Sam's mouth is the reason why no one likes Sam. Pep is like, listen, we're not finna have this conversation right now, okay? We're not having it. It's my baby's birthday. She's about to enjoy herself. So, excuse me. We'll talk about this another time. So, Briana sat down next to Sam, and she's like, so, who said I pushed up on you? And I'm like, really, Briana? We doing this right now? We supposed to have peace and tranquility at Egypt's party. But you want to ask Sam that who said that you pushed up on him? Whatever. She basically called him a liar. Yep. And says that, and he said, oh, and that he's using Briana, Egypt, and she doesn't trust him. And he said to her, I play chess, not checkers. That he's in it for the long run. So in my head, I'm like, you play chess, not checkers. Are you playing with Egypt? Is everything that everybody's saying true about you, Sam? Is it? That's just what I'm thinking. And Aaliyah approaches Briana and says that they need to talk. And Briana feels like, not Briana, Aaliyah, Eric's wife, feels like she says she doesn't like Briana because Briana is disrespectful, and she feels like Briana could be more respectful, and she feels like Briana owes Eric an apology for throwing a drink in his face last season. But Briana said, I have apologized to him twice. Why do I owe him another apology? And my thing with this whole situation, yes, that's your husband, but why are you approaching a woman about something that happened with your man when you should be approaching your man? Okay? This girl has said she apologized to him twice. But then now you want to and she told her, she said, listen, I apologized to him twice. You need to talk to your man. You need to clear this up with your man. And I agree. Like, why is she coming at Briana? She should have said something to her man. Okay, and then when Briana is like, sorry, I have a habit of sitting on my legs and then they go to sleep. Whatever. Anyways. So, and then when Briana, okay, defends herself, now all of a sudden she's the crazy one. I don't get it. And then Pep is mad at Briana and blaming Briana. And I'm like, this time, it wasn't Briana. This time, Aaliyah started that because she did not have to say nothing to Briana. That could have had taken place at another time in another place. And then when Briana said she already apologized to Eric, Aaliyah should have said, okay, I didn't know that, or okay, he didn't specify that to me. I'm going to back off and I'm going to go talk to him. But no, she didn't do that. She wanted to start a fight with Briana. She had issues with Briana. She's probably mad that Briana fucked her man, but at the time, her and Eric wasn't together. So what does it matter? What does it matter? I think that she just wanted to cause problems with Briana. And that's why she said something to Briana about Eric in this whole situation. And so Briana got kicked out of the party, and that was that. And then, oh, no. Let me go back. Eric disrespected Briana. I didn't like that. I didn't like that he got in the middle of that whole situation and started disrespecting Briana. Because this time, a lot of times, I be ragging on Briana, but she didn't do, I personally feel like she didn't do nothing wrong this time. I feel like she just was defending herself. And the type of personality that Briana has, a lot of people can't take it. And that's why they should just leave her the hell alone. Alright, but guys, that was it for this episode of Growing Up Hip Hop. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already done so. If no one else tells you that they love you, Arsharae loves you. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you. Bye.